Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. It is your friendly neighborhood bass sniper here. As I promised at the end of my last video, tease 2, we are going to do the bait business. Show you guys how I've set up and how I'm producing baits at this time, and also I'm going to talk about future plans to produce baits on a larger scale. I do plan on moving that along pretty fast. I already have some orders in the work to get some molds made and everything like that, but for now I will show you guys my molds. The molds that I do have. I have some hand pouring going on, and that's really what I've been doing now. I do have an injection system set up, but so far I'm only injecting a few baits that I have because it's kind of a hassle to do the injection for a single cavity mold. I'd rather just hand pour a lot of them. But without further ado, we're gonna get to making these baits. I'll basically show you guys the process of how I'm getting this thing done until my production modes come in with multi cavities. Let's get to it. I'm gonna crack open a beer here because you can't make buzz baits without getting a buzz. I like to enjoy a beer when I'm in the shop working. Alright guys, as promised, the bait shop. I'm gonna start by explaining what everything is and what everything is for. So this is my station when I'm done. There's a little tub of water there, call that the bath, where I dip the hot liquids in after, to trying to get them to rapidly cool. There's just some baits that are already made, a few crazy attempts at mojito and Incredible Hulk, another flavor that I'm coming out with pretty soon. We have some pickle brew already set here and ready to go, so if you want to order some of those are killer. We got some Bloody Mary and Fireball down on that shelf. I have to keep anything with orange and red in it at this moment. I have to keep them separate from everything else because they tend to bleed. So anyway, that's where the baits go after they've been poured. This little doohickey here is some of you females might notice it as a oven for hair stuff, but I'm using it for something else here. We got the microwave. Yes, that says PTA president. I am the PTA president at my kids' school. We have 2 motors. They have these pots set up for when I actually produce a bunch of molds with my multi-cavities. I will have these sitting here stirring the liquid, the plastisol, as I use these bad boys to inject the liquids into the mold. Things get hot, so I got my gloves. Of course, you got your Pyrex. I got my colors and everything over here. We got a bunch of colors, bunch of glitters. That's that silver. I'm very big on colors and glitters because, I like to play with them, different ones to make different flavors. Can't use this microwave in the house because it's already got like the stinky smell, that chemical odor to it. Here are some of my molds. That's your sick worm. It's a double cavity mold. I got the chugging mud bug here. So this is the original one that I made. I handcrafted it out of clay, and then I made a copy of it. Still cleaning that up, but it'll work the same. That's your drunken drop. It took a drop and broke. It still works and produces a quality bait. So without any further delay, I feel like this video is getting very, very wordy. I'm going to go ahead and get into making these baits. That way I don't bore you guys to death. And so we got a gallon of plastisol here. Or it's not even a full gallon. I feel like it's about time for me to order some more. All this bait I've been making. What color should we mix up today, guys? Let's see what we have on the order docket. Gotta make sure this stuff is shaken very well. Doesn't take much to pour this stuff, and I'm gonna say straight away, I'm not the best teacher when it comes to teaching things. So let's see how this all works out for us. For today, I'm gonna go and pour like 3/4 a cup. I don't want to get crazy with it. First things first, you take this cup, you put it in the microwave. See how it looks like milk right now? When it comes out, it'll be not like milk. Let's go for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes won't cut it, but when I pull it out, stir it, and then put it back in for another 2 minutes, that should get it to where I need to be without making it burn. When it burns, it turns a nasty yellow color, and that is what we don't want. That is ready to be stirred. It's not that hot now. It's starting to clear up a little bit. I like to take my utensil, wherever the heck it may be, my little stirring instrument, and Stir it a little bit. And stick it back in for about 2 more minutes. Alright guys, it just went off. 2 minutes or 4 minutes. Glass is getting kind of hot, but I'm used to handling these liquids here. Now, you can see now that it's a clear color. Whew, you do not want to be breathing these fumes though. I'll tell you that right now. See, it kind of got a... They say there's a plastic that you can melt and it'll stay more clear than that, but I'll have to look into that at a later date whenever it starts to become bothersome for me when I want to get those pure white colors. But for now, that's pretty clear and it looks pretty good and it's not really much of a bother. I want to try my hand at a color that I have never done before. We're going to try our hand at a Tequila Sunrise, which is 2 colors. Alright, with that being said, I gotta pour a different color because it's 2 colors, obviously. I'm gonna put about a half a cup in there for this one. Let's get that thing started. This thing is still hot. We're gonna use mostly the yellow in this one, so I'm gonna shake very well. Some chartreuse. This will be a good crappie bait. Drunken drop. First fish on the buzzbait I ever caught was a crappie on the Drunken Drop. It was a fireball Drunken Drop, but these Tequila Sunrise Drunken Drops, all you crappie fishermen, will be the sauce. You squirt your color in there, give it a stir. When I think of Tequila Sunrise, I think about obviously the yellow is chartreuse. And then I think about some little gold, put a little bit of a big gold flake in there. This bad boy not quite ready. Gonna shake it up, give it a little stir, put it in there for another minute. 1 minute ought to do. Alright, for this one we're gonna need orange and a drop of red. Orange, bloop, 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 bloop. 5-6 drops, that ought to do. Got this nice and reheat it. Yeah, that's ready to pour. Be a good crappie bait, man, I'm telling you. The beautiful thing about this that I know for a fact is orange bleeds like crazy. So it should give us that really good Tequila Sunrise effect. Those of you who've had Tequila Sunrise before. Alright, what we're gonna do is pour a layer of this. And while it's still hot, pour a layer of this. Let's try this Drunken Drop. This is the one I'm really excited about. No, this is going to turn out very well. Yeah, that's going to look real nice. Hell, why not? While we're at it, why not try it with some crawls? This is actually, believe it or not, my first pour into this mode. Let's get some of these out of here. Drop them in the bath to cool. See what this bad boy looks like. I'm excited. Ooh, looking good. Let's get these ones out of the drink. These are looking pretty good. But there's one thing that I'll be honest with myself about is that I would kind of want this red to be a little bit redder, if that makes any sense. Because it looks kind of orange, you know? This looks too orangey. Alright, let's take a look at these things. Alright, one of the sick worms. Take a look at that. Ooh, nice. Nice Tequila Sunrise there, man. Woo! Hey, tell me you wouldn't fish with this, guys. You tell me if you were a fish that you wouldn't bite that. You wouldn't want to drink on that. That is a nice drink right there. This is a good color for crappie. Tequila Sunrise Drunken Drop. Heck, I might go crappie fishing tomorrow.
4 to 6 days later.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm in the lab. I actually decided that I am going to try to make a mold out of plaster of Paris. I'm actually going to try to do the swim bait mold today. This will be my first attempt at the slizzard shad. I'll experiment on that with you guys today. So let's get to it. Alright guys, we're back. I will not lie, there was very many attempts and fails at this, but we're back at square one. I'm gonna try this again. I'm actually gonna pull this out of here, and if you can see that green in there, that's that mold release. I'm gonna actually try to go in here and see if I can shave a layer off the top to get that green layer off the top so that it doesn't crumble off later on down the line. I want to get it as smooth as I can, so I'm gonna peel these out, sand it down a layer, stick them back in, and then I'll put an oil base like Vaseline or something, baby oil gel. Try that as a release agent so it doesn't soak into here, because that kind of soaked in and made that kind of mushy. What I'm gonna do now is drill holes in here to make notches so they can line up when I pour the second side, so the two sides will match up. So now I'm thinking, just as I painted the oil onto this, I think I might paint a coat of this resin, this cast resin over there, just to solidify this after it's done. Dun 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 dun. Oh crap. Well guys, it was perfection. Came undone and wablamo, shattered into several pieces. Dun dun dun. Alright. We are back. As you see, I got the broken part that fell apart, but I actually was able to get it successfully done, at least somewhat successfully. Came out this way. It's real ugly looking, but we'll see what kind of weight it produces.
3 days later.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood bass sniper. Never mind the noise in the background. That is construction on my street. I've actually tried to film this video several times with fail, but we're just gonna have to put up with that. I'm sorry guys, this is what I'm working with right now.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
So the flavor that I want to try and pour today, we're gonna call it a White Russian. You must shake these colors very well. I'm gonna put some copper glitter in there. Hey guys, if you like my content, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you guys can keep up with all my latest content. Purge the rest. This is a prototype mode. We see how the plaster of Paris didn't quite work out right or perfectly, but with a little cleanup, I think we can have us some good swim baits out of that. Let me go ahead and clean this up.
Much later.
I was on my way out for a bike ride this morning, and I decided that this video was taking too long to shoot, so I might as well go ahead and get some footage in right now. I was able to get some workable swim baits out of the mold that I made. Decided I'd get out here while I'm out for a bike ride and try to cap off this video for you guys. So this is what we were able to come up with. This is my first attempt at the White Russian. I'm not really feeling that color for White Russian. I don't always scrap a color when it doesn't work out. However, if you guys feel like this, if you could name this flavor, then comment down below if you guys think that you can tell me what flavor this is. At any rate, we're gonna try to toss out these swim baits today, see how they swim. I made them with sinking plastic so they would sink on their own, but I do also want to try them with several different types of hooks. We got weighted EWG hook, a couple of those, this one with the screw on. I got a Ned hook there, Road Runner. We're gonna take a look, rig them up a couple different ways and see how they swim and see which one I would recommend tossing this swim bait with. Excuse me, man. Huh? I hope so. Man, it's been a while since I've been out on the water, but we're gonna toss this one. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna toss this one with this bullet jig head on there. Maybe I could throw it with a regular jig head, but let's see how this one swims. Hopefully I can get this to where you guys can see it. Alright, now we're gonna run with this Ned rig. I'm most excited about this one because it's kind of what I had in mind for the whole thing, where that weight is right at the tip of that nose where it's supposed to sink down and that tail in the air. Let's check it out. Same action when you crank it pretty fast. It wiggles that tail, but it drops. It doesn't wobble when it drops. I might need to use a different plastic, but let's give it a cast. Oh, say, guys, I just got hit. I just got hit.com. That was a good thump. It's been too long since I've been fishing. I didn't even try to set the hook or nothing. I could have caught a fish on the first cast, man. It's been too long. I got thumped pretty good though. Was not expecting that, bruh. I like the way this feels. I know you guys can't really see that in the water, but it feels pretty decent to me. Man, that thump, it's been a minute since I felt the thump on the line, man. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, buddy. This Ned rig is the way to go with it. The Ned weight on there. Alright guys, so goes the video. I'm gonna cut this video short now because it's probably long enough and get to my bike ride. Overall, I'm pleased with the results. I'm bringing you guys some research and development phases of buzz bait, so I hope you guys can appreciate that. And really this video is to stand as a testament to where I'm starting at with this line. I like to build those molds from scratch because you don't want to pay money for a bait design. You know, pay a lot of money for a bait design and it don't work. You know, as I said before, man, this video is taking too long to get done and get out. I've taken so long getting this video completed because I've had a lot of other things going on. I'm excited about some things that I got going on, and I will clue you guys in on that here in the near future. I don't want y'all to think I've been letting up, man. I just, you know, like I said, I got things going on. But I'm gonna get to my bike ride, guys, and hope this video was satisfactory enough just so you guys can see where I'm coming from. Hey, till the next video, never let up, and I'll get back to fishing really soon.